Been a while, we are back in BMX Streets. That's because I've mostly been waiting for something to happen with the game, like updates and things like that. And we do have a sort of update. You go into mod.io. I don't know if this is on console yet, but it's probably going to be there in the future. You'll notice we now have like a storefront for modded outfits. This is made by people other than Mash. I guess they collaborate with him to get it into the game. And presumably this will come out on console as well. Now, the thing, which I don't know if this is going to be controversial or not, to be honest. Some of these outfits, let's say this frame right here, you'll notice there's a 200 next to it. You have to buy Mash cash. So 200 would be, in my case, it's 315 yen. So what's that? Probably like $2 or maybe £2. Something around that. You're probably best to check yourself. But you basically charge or pay for Mash cash, and then you get access to some various different items in here. But there is a bunch of free items. That other stuff here is free. Like you got a worn parts pack, you got tires, some free frames. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of primo stuff as well. So you can be pretty much set without spending any money. But if you do want to get something specific, then you can support a mod creator. Maybe not a bad way of doing things. It just depends how the balance goes in the future. If everything's paid for, if it ends up like BeamNG and you're forking out for everything, it's probably going to get pricey pretty quick, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, I guess. And in my case, I used already modded stuff. Like I've got a modded character, modded frame, so I'm not really going to take advantage of this. Like my row mod overwrites everything. So it's maybe not so much for me, but especially for console people, this is probably going to be a pretty big thing in the future. You also notice these are the maps tab. Here, none of it's paid for. It's all free, like as you'd expect. I do wonder in the future if some high quality mod maps will be paid for at some point. The only problem with that is when multiplayer becomes a thing, it becomes a I own it, you don't. It's a bit like the Skate Grom situation. So I'm not sure how that side's going to work out. But at the very least, all this stuff is free. So hopefully it stays that way in the future. So for now, I wanted to come to this map. It's called Sportex by Uromil. It looks really impressive. I haven't actually been on it yet, but it looks like one of the best new mod maps. So I think I'm going to have a bit of a session. So here we are in the map. It does look a bit of a beaut, to be honest. Nicely textured. I've also noticed my modded bike isn't showing up, or at least the textures aren't. So I've got the one that was kind of the default in the menu. I'm not too mad about that actually, so I'll keep that. So I guess we'll try and see how the game feels, because honestly it's been a few weeks since I played. Mostly been playing session. Okay. Always a good sign. Got a Smith on a rail. That is a good thing. Yep, grind stuff's okay. It's weird, I've got to like constantly check that the stuff that I like doing is actually working each time the game gets updated. It'd just be nice if Mash told us what the hell was going on a lot more. Pretty hard to make a video on updates if there's no mention of what the actual updates are. Because he's constantly doing something. There's usually like an update. That's wild. Every day. Just don't know what any of it is. Maybe it's like back end stuff. This map feels pretty good though. No complaints on that side. Transition stuff doesn't feel too bad. Oh shit. Boom jump it. Yeah, I noticed some people complaining that transition feels kind of like it's sticking you to stuff too much. Or it's that overpowering everything. I haven't really had much of a sense of that. It does seem to be helping a bit with the grinds, which is always a nice thing. It's just, if it locks you into stuff too much, then it can get a bit annoying. It's maybe more evident in sections like this. I don't know, it seems pretty good right now. Oof. Okay. Bad ending. I guess thinking about it, one advantage with having all the mod.io stuff is you just don't need to go through the whole process of updating RowMod every time, because RowMod gets broken with each Mashbox update. Not Mashbox update. Mash updating the game. It's this constant kind of need to be up to date with everything, otherwise you can have a bad time and things are going to be broken. So that is one plus. Though RowMod does have its benefits, like you can use modded characters a lot more easy. Also the ability to change your inputs, so I can have turn down as down rather than a diagonal. Because I tend to find diagonals can be a bit weird in this game. I'd never really have a problem in other games, but with this, sometimes doing a diagonal input won't work, or it'll trigger something else, and it feels like no matter how much I'm trying, it will always trigger. Don't know if that's like a specific control issue I have, but I've noticed other people saying it as well. So the ability to kind of make it easier to do that stuff is always welcome. Nice little gap to Smith. See, that's one. For whatever reason, I'm doing the tail whip import. I think it's just the sticks resetting. It's got to be completely dead center before you can do the next one. Yeah, if you wait a little bit. If I do it immediately, for whatever reason, I will that time, I tend to have, yeah, that happened quite a bit. No, let me know. Do you have any issues with that stuff? I'm very much aware it could just be my controller or setup or way of doing things that's screwing me up a bit. It's a thing I've noticed in the game, like even back in the BMX Streets days sometimes, no matter how hard you try, the trick you want doesn't work. It feels like you're going insane doing the input right. And that was with different controllers as well. See, it's happening again. I could just go up and down this bit forever, to be honest. Some unique angles on this map. There's some slightly interestingly placed objects and things here and there. I want to see if I can get to this rail. I reckon I can do it. Ooh. Okay, we've got to try and get that a little cleaner. It's just so hard to like line it up. Basically just got to pray that you get it right. Could even get rail ride on it. I need to remember that rail rides are a thing. Or tie rides. Keep calling them rail rides. Okay, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Whoa, okay. I didn't even do the input for the feeble. He just landed. Sometimes, if you're extremely lucky, you can get stuff like that to happen. Found this little bowl in the corner as well. Ooh, shit. Okay, wasn't expecting that. We'll go with it. I want a nose manny. Yeah, that's pretty fun. And get techie with it. Probably blast out 2 other stuff as well, pretty handily. Let's try it. We get back? Yeah, as you can see, I'm just sort of making it up as I go along. A lot of that stuff flows together. There's kind of connection. Well, it's kind of the same with any of these sort of maps. You can connect stuff pretty much any way you can think of, as long as you've got the speed for it. Is that a trampoline? No? That was jank as hell. Let's just say I did it. Maybe give it another go. Okay, bit better. Again, looked a little bit weird. I'm not going to complain. How do flares work? I wonder if they've changed. Flares always feel like a constant struggle in this game for me. Like, yeah, it's rotating itself in the air, so it's pretty hard to judge what's going on. See, we're doing it again. So maybe end on this little like section right here. Don't know what it is. It's got me inspired a little bit. Try to crank on. Yeah, it just sort of locks in the wrong position. Just feels wrong for whatever reason. I'm hoping that'll get fixed at some point. Do a mani? I want to do a tire ride on top, if I can. Didn't even get a grindy stayed on top. So it seems to be working pretty good. Oh, nice. Go up, go down. What am I going to do? Just clear it completely, I guess. You know what? I'll keep it short this time. Don't want to ramble on too much. But at least something's happened. It's hard to know. You've got to keep logging in to the game to figure it out yourself. But Mashbooks are back. And now a way to pay for mods. So let's see how this turns out in the future. Hopefully it goes in a good direction. Hopefully the modders are getting like a decent amount of money from that. And it's not Mash taking it all. I wonder what the breakdown for that is, actually. Like, how much does Mash make? How much does the modder make? Because it's still only like a few quid, a few dollars per download. So presumably you're not making a huge amount of them. It is nice for them to be there. And it's an optional thing as well. Like, if this turns into a paid hellscape, then yeah. Then again, on PC, there's always going to be ways to mod it to avoid all that stuff, so... Anyway, let me know what you think about all that stuff. I'll try to be back when something significant happens again in the future. I'm probably going to be doing some more session videos, because I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.